Dropping that knowledge on you.
I could not make this shit up.
With Kev Nash.
Oh, Hercules.
DJ Killer Kev. And Dizzle.
Let me tell you, boys, you can't make that shit up.
The inside real deal, straight up.
Are you crazy?
Hottest stories from the world of hip-hop.
This is Ludacris.
It's the big boss, Rick Ross.
What up, it's your boy Young Jeezy. This is 50 Cent.
Sports.
Some of those dunks were the most incredible dunks I've ever seen.
And what's popping in the DYT.
I couldn't make this shit up. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. I'm sad that I lack the talent to make this shit up.
Here's Kev Nash, DJ Killer Kev, and A Dizzle.
You Can't Make This Up podcast, Kev Nash.
DJ Killer Kev.
A Dizzle.
Episode.
That's a good question. 395. I can't see it this week.
394.
394. Okay, so update. First of all, get an update. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Happy first Father's Day to Dizzle.
Yes, sir.
What's on tap,
Appreciate
Dizzle? What's popping?
Shit. We gotta, the weather's nice. A nigga's off. I'm probably gonna get the grill going. The pool. Clean. Probably gonna jump in the pool. Shit, just vibe out with some family. I know my dad's coming over, my wife's father, her stepdad. We all just gonna chill out. Is a game on tonight? I don't think a game is going on
tomorrow.
tonight. Okay. Yeah, probably just chill. I want to open this on the pod. I got my first Father's Day gift from the wife.
Okay, gifts.
Nice.
Yeah. Killer, are you getting gifts over there where you are?
This is my gift.
This is the gift? Okay. Okay.
Shouts out to everybody watching the pod on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. For all our audio peoples, we appreciate y'all as well.
Hey,
Y'all can't
hold
see what
on.
Killer got on, but the vibes is there for sure.
Oh, yeah. We out here in the West Coast doing the most.
Dizzle open it up.
Okay.
Got the Kyrie Cavs
Got the
joint.
Kyrie Cavs joint. Okay.
Nice.
Appreciate it, wifey. Okay. And it's clean.
Nothing like the
Got
first Father's Day, brother. Enjoy.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's
But
dope.
that's it, man. Not too many plans for today.
Yeah, Killer, this is old hat for you. You know what I'm saying? You a veteran to Father's Day, man. What's on
man.
tap?
Man, for me, Father's Day this year was a trip with my boys and a detox and a reset and getting everything back in order. So, shouts to Cousin D. His birthday was yesterday. We out here in LA at Smoke's crib, and I'm sitting outside enjoying this LA vibes at 6:41 or 6:14 a.m. So
We getting active. So
Stay
shoot,
up.
man. What's popping in LA, man? What you been up to this week? Why you been out there?
So I've been waiting for this for the pod because I had my worst traveling experience ever. So
Oh no.
I told y'all I went the cheap route and did the Spirit thing, and never probably doing that again. Leaving Columbus Thursday, flight was canceled due to weather. I guess Florida was having some issues, and down in Texas was having some issues. So for whatever reason, Columbus to LA was canceled. So all the way to Columbus, spent a couple hours there to find out it was going to be canceled. Came back home Thursday night. So Friday morning, we get up, do it again. Get back to Columbus Airport about 1 p.m. Had a 3:30 flight that was canceled until 5. Had a 5 o'clock flight that was canceled until 7.
Damn.
Finally got on the plane about 7:30. Landed in LA Friday night about 9:30, 10 o'clock. So got here a day plus late. Spent countless hours talking to Spirit customer service about everything that was happening. It was just terrible. It was all around terrible. But the actual flight was cool. The actual, being here is cool. But getting here was terrible. Yes, got questions.
Yes. We always got questions. So one, terrible that happened for you, bro. Glad you made it out there safely, most importantly. But I've dabbled in the looks of Spirit because the prices be so right. And I'm saying, hey man, I'm in a metal tube in the sky. If something go wrong, is there something gonna go wrong? That story right there, I will never do Spirit. I will never do Frontier again because I had a horrible experience on Frontier coming back from Vegas one time. We were supposed to leave maybe like at 5 o'clock, end up not leaving until midnight to come back. So it just turned it into a red eye. So what I went through ain't nothing to what you had to deal with. Basically, a flight being canceled an entire day or delayed a day and wasted a whole day. Are they going to reimburse you with some coins? Are
That
they
was my
going to let you
question.
get a later flight? Maybe you can stay out there for one particular concert that's happening on Wednesday.
Right. So they definitely got a fussing and a cussing from me about the experience. And initially, uh, airlines will use that due to weather thing as they saving grace because they can't control the weather.
Right.
But being that day two involved 3 cancellations and being at the airport from 1 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. I think I get some over 2 hour delay kind of compensation. So I needed a whole day to rest from calling them because I've been calling so much that I was like physically exhausted from dealing with the 20, 30, 40 minute holds and all that shit. So I'm gonna give them a call today, but I do have a letter that I can use to send and get some coins back this way. So.
They gonna give you that Spirit credit, first class on Spirit.
So I was so mad. I've never done this. I probably could do this, but I was so mad that when they called for the very first people, like military, active duty, whatever, your boy got on the I was the first one on the plane. Like, motherfuckers, I am tired of sitting here. I'm gonna get in my seat now. So,
Yeah.
but all is well, man. I came, got here safely. Actually had for the flight itself. Actually was pretty grateful that we actually got here because the pilot, before taking off, made an announcement that he was off at the Cincinnati or Columbus Zoo with his family, and all 4 flight attendants that we had was from 4 different home bases. So this flight really got thrown together last minute trying to save it because none of the flight attendants had worked together before, and the pilot was actually at the zoo and left the zoo to come fly us to LA. So.
Wow.
Ghetto. That shit ghetto.
Sound like Soul Plane, right?
Soul Plane Adventures, bro.
Hell nah.
Gracious. That is terrible, bro. Terrible.
Yeah,
I mean, you see why people be getting so frustrated. We see all these videos of people fighting clerks at Spirit Airlines, man. I don't necessarily believe that the people are wrong. They just frustrated. Like at some point, man, you reach your breaking point, and then the employee, they know who they work for. They know who they work for, and like they just every day they dealing with something because of the companies they work for, and they're the ones getting the brunt of the anger from the customer, and it turns to fisticuffs.
But yeah, we out here,
What's the plans? What's the plans for today?
A little shopping today. We're probably gonna head to the outlet. We pulled up on this like putt type of spot that's kind of in Smokes Town. So we probably D want to do that. We're really just this D's birthday. We kind of just doing what he want to do. Probably definitely gonna have a good dinner on Monday before we leave. Get to watch 2 final games with my childhood best friend that I used to play basketball with. So that was kind of dope. Even though I was forced on that flight to watch one of the most terrible final games in history, but I got it consumed, and we'll be here Monday to enjoy another one. So.
So how was the fight party last night?
Oh man, super dope, man. A lot of people from the wedding that we met initially and got introduced to when we all went to Smoke's wedding in Puerto Rico a couple years ago. We all kind of got together. D was on the barbecue, on the grill, had all the barbecue jumping. We actually, and that's what I love about LA. Time difference. So y'all waiting up 11, 12 o'clock trying to get the fight in. It's 8, 9 o'clock. We watching the fight. We had a whole game night afterwards, a whole evening of activities. It wasn't like the fight was over and the night was over. So that was cool. We had a super game night and just was playing Jenga and ping pong, pool table, the whole shebang. So it was super kickback, my kind of 40-ish activity. So
Dope. Dizzle, how was the week for you, bro?
Shit, not shit, man. Actually, it's a long story that I don't even know if I can tell it properly, but I ended up having to get new DJ equipment
ooh,
for my gig yesterday. So I was
ooh,
scrambling around. I'll try to make it short. And Killer, you may understand because you know the programs that I've been dealing with. So I'll do my shit off virtual DJ. And I got this little bitty board that I've been using for years, and it's been working for me. But the sound quality's been kind of going out. So got to upgrade my equipment a little bit, trying to use like RCA cables, this, that, and the third. So I'll buy a new controller, and you have to buy a license
yeah.
to be able to use the controller in the program. I'm like, okay. Got the license, $300. I'm like, goddamn.
Yeah, man.
Plug in the controller, and the shit just don't connect. It don't capture that the controller is being plugged up. The controller is lit. It's lit up, but the computer is not picking it up for whatever reason. And I got a gig the next day, so I'm calling virtual DJ. I'm calling Newmark, the controller people, and they don't know what the fuck is wrong with it. So I'm like, damn. I can either A, go back to my old controller and risk the sound, or then I gotta buy another controller and just chalk it up. So my wife was like, man, you need a new controller. You need to upgrade your shit. You ain't upgraded in years. Just go ahead and buy the shit. Ended up buying a new controller. Didn't have no time to
another one? Like another one? Or
I have three. I have a total of 3 controllers. One that was my old school one that I've been using. A middle one that's a little bit of an upgrade. I've had it, but I just never used it. And then I just bought a brand new one.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So didn't really have time to practice with it. It shit look a little different. It's cool, and I got through the gig. The sound was great, but shit, I was stressing out like leading up to it because I had to run the Guitar Center right before the gig, on my way to the gig to get everything. So it was a little stressful, but gig was super dope. Everybody was turned up, asking me for business cards. I didn't have any, so yeah, it was cool. A little stressful, but I got through it.
It be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
It be like that. Well,
Yeah.
as for your boy, I was in Puerto Rico this week. A week ago today, we landed in Puerto Rico, and pictures coming soon to the gram. But all I could think this morning was, "Take me back." Take me back now, because about this time tomorrow, nigga gonna be back at work. And all I can think is like, man, that beach, that pool, that sun, them drinks, that food, that chilling, that view. Damn, I want to go back, bro. I just want to go back, man.
Did y'all travel the island?
We did a little bit. We went to Old San Juan. We did a rum tasting tour. Got around a little bit, but most of it was just chilling, man. Just chilling at the pool. Like, this is something like the wife and I talked about a whole bunch. Like, normally when we go on vacation, it's me and my ambition is to do 1,000,001 things, to jam pack everything into one trip as if we can never come back again. So, like, I am that type of person that says, like, all right, I want to plan out, like, if, say we going to New York. Hey, I want to go to Coney Island. Then I want to go to the Statue of Liberty. And then I want to go here. And then I want to go there. And it's just like a whole bunch of ripping and running. And then when we get back home, we dead dog tired because, all right, we took one extra day off and now we got to go back to work. There was really no relaxing on the vacation. So this was one of those that I kind of just was like, okay, fine. We'll relax, we'll chill, and though my got a little bug in me, like there's some people were like talking about like a different island that's on in Puerto Rico, and they were talking like, yeah, you just it's an hour away, but it's worth it and everything like that. My eyes just started getting big, and she was giving me that look like, nigga, no, we're not.
So you do that in other countries too, like when you go overseas or wherever, like not just in the States. I can understand if you're in Florida, if you're in New York, you sightseeing other countries though, where you don't speak the primary language, you ripping and running the same way.
Now, so to be fair, like I haven't really traveled out of the country like that. Like I don't
Okay.
consider going to Canada like out of the country. Even that was like a long ass time ago that I did that. But like I was definitely down. I was definitely down to go. And you know they speak English a little bit. And we
Yeah.
had, you know
I
what I'm
ain't
saying,
never been.
some people that could speak Spanish a little bit. So, you know what I'm saying? And kudos to the people of Puerto Rico and not just the people in the service industry, because like that's their job to be super nice to you, man. But like, you know, it's the people in general, you know what I'm saying? They were super accommodating, super nice, you know what I'm saying, telling us places to go. Like, hey, if you want real authentic Puerto Rican food, go here and go there and stuff like that. You want some Puerto Rican beer, you should try this. And it was definitely a vibe.
That's what I loved about going to Puerto Rico, because we stayed in the hotel, had the casino, all the hotel things that you need. But then there was restaurants, there was street food, there was shopping, it was just like walking through a town, and it was
Hmm.
just super super, like you said, everybody was friendly. Me and my wife, and there was probably six of us walking, and the dude was like, "Oh, y'all came at the wrong time, man. Caravana, we be getting loose, or whatever, the carnival, whatever it was." So, Puerto Rico is a really dope spot. If you haven't been, you need to go.
Yeah, no passport either.
Hmm.
Mm.
Don't need no passport. You just wheels up, wheels up. But yeah, definitely a great time, man.
Yeah.
Dizzle, what's popping in the world of sports, especially the association?
Yeah, let's start out with a RIP to the logo. Jerry
Yeah.
West passed away at the age of 86. Nicknamed Mr. Clutch. Um, famous buzzer beater from 60 foot. I ain't seen that. They got footage of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
A little grainy, a little grainy.
is an NBA champion as a player, won Finals MVP. I think the only player to win Finals MVP and lost in the finals. 14-time All-Star, member of the 35, 50, 75 anniversary teams, 8 championships as an executive, built the Showtime Lakers, Kobe and Shaq Lakers, Kobe and Paul Gasol Lakers, as well as them Warriors squad with KD,
Mm.
Clay, and Draymond, man. So RIP to one of the greatest. You know how I feel about the older players. They get respect for laying the groundwork. And some of them is ballers, some of them is just, they was good for that time. But I do remember seeing some Jerry West clips like, hold on now. He really got it going, man. So,
Yeah.
shout outs to him. Uh, man, I don't even know what to say. I never really watched him, but I seen him do his thing. I despised him when he was on the Warriors franchise, man.
That's
He a
one thing I
Nah,
can.
hustler.
man.
That's one
He
thing I
a
can say
hustler.
about the logo is I never really got to see him play. I was a little too young in that regard, but seeing the old tapes, he seemed to be a step ahead of the competition as far as speed, agility, putting up the shots. He just,
Handle.
yeah, he
Yeah.
he, he looked it different on the black and white tapes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So definitely, I know there was a lot of chat about the logo being changed and a lot of chat about who should be the NBA logo. I think it's kind of locked in now. Once the logo dies, then it's kind of like, well, kind of getting disrespectful now. So,
Yeah.
still look great, like you said. Put together some of the most amazing teams we've seen. So, R.I.P. to the great.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, none of us were alive to see him play basketball, but we all recognize the great work that he did in the front office. I mean, you look at what the Lakers are now, like they're a hot ass mess. But while he was in charge, they were running ship. They were flawless. I mean, the fact that you were able to, you know what I'm saying, draft Kobe Bryant, or not draft Kobe Bryant, trade for Kobe Bryant from, because Kobe was drafted by the Hornets. And you gave up, like at that time, Vlade Divac. Everybody was looking at them like they was crazy. Like, you giving up Vlade Divac for 18-year-old high school player. Like, are you crazy? And then Kobe turns out to be Kobe Bryant. And then he leaves the Lakers. And like, why are you leaving the team that you play for, the team that you built multiple championship teams with, to go to the Golden State Warriors? And he makes the deal to get Kevin Durant. And boom, like it is when he's in the building, you know, there's some shenanigans going down. Like, he was able to get Paul Gasol for Kwame Brown. Like, these are the deals that this man was able to pull off, man. So, like, obviously his playing days wasn't old enough to see it, but I was able to see this dude pull off magic. He was able to pull off some crazy shit. I mean, he was able to get Shaquille O'Neal to come to LA, and like how the Orlando Magic allowed that to happen, we will never know. Like, how is that possible? But he was able to make it happen.
Big Mr. Finesse, man.
That's the name.
Now that I'm thinking about it, you talk about Kwame for Paul Gasol. Yeah. Who did he even trade to get KD? Because I don't remember. Was it a trade, or was it he just signed a free agency?
I think it was a sign and trade. It was a sign. I think KD was a free agent, but it was a sign and trade situation because they gave up Harrison Barnes in like a 3-player situation. But like you look at it, I mean, you got Kwame Brown, you got Paul Gasol for Kwame Brown. Like, that's insane. You got Vlade Divac, who was a good basketball player.
Yeah.
But for Kobe Bryant, you got Kevin Durant for Harrison Barnes, bro.
Yeah, big finesse, man.
Insane moves, man. Insane moves. I see your Lakers still looking for a coach, though, Dizzle.
You know,
here we go, JJ. Here we go.
I figured Jay Redick doing the podcast with LeBron was the surefire route to the head coaching position. So when I saw that Dan Hurley was in talks, I'm looking and I'm like, okay, Hurley's a basketball guy, like basketball family. He knows his shit. 2-time back-to-back champion, you know what I'm saying, at UConn. I seen the clips of him being hype, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I'm with it. But he turned down what, 80 million, 70 million dollars?
70 M, like a 6-year contract.
To stay at UConn, try to three-peat. And I ain't mad at it, man, because the Lakers have been a shit show for since winning the chip. You feel me? Like, after they won the chip and try to make all these trades and make the roster better, it's just been a shit show. So I can understand not wanting to leave something you got great going on to try to join the Lakers. I mean, that job is like, if you don't do nothing in a couple years, you're fired, and they're gonna try to find somebody else. So I'm not mad at it. What did y'all think?
Being the basketball family that the Hurleys are, I was a little shocked that they didn't level up and get somebody in the league. I get the UConn success. I get the level of development that you get to do with college people versus grown men that you got to try to run and manage. So 70 M's though, bro, that's a bag of generational wealth that they don't need, obviously, because they already got it. But I think I was shocked that he didn't take that job. I just thought with the brother, the father, the family, having somebody in the NBA like that would have been the next level up for that family. But they cool with that college run. So.
I'm blown away that he didn't take the job. I'm shocked, to be perfectly honest. I mean, the dad is a legendary high school coach. His brother, legendary point guard at Duke in college. He's about to be a legend in the coaching game, especially at the college level. But, I mean, you would think, like, that all three of those guys, like, all right, man, one of us is going to coach in the pros. And, obviously, Dan Hurley is well on his way to doing that. But to turn down the Los Angeles Lakers job, that's one. It's the Lakers. Mm-hmm. Then you talk about the 70 M. And then you talk about being able to coach one of the greatest players of all time in LeBron James, but you still turn it down. I think that says everything wrong with the Lakers, because that man chose to stay in Connecticut. Connecticut and not Los Angeles. He
tell me
chose to stay in Stores, Connecticut, and not move to Los Angeles.
that
The
tells me
Lakers are a shit show, like you said, Dizzle.
LeBron going to play with Curry. That's why he didn't take it.
So, he turned down 70 million. I just looked it up. He's getting a 6-year, 50 million job or a contract to stay at UConn. So the money is still money in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, the Lakers' job is not a sought after job. I mean, you're gonna be under a microscope day one. Don't let y'all go 2-8 starting out. You know what I mean? Even let's go for JJ Redick. JJ, you're about to sign them on the dotted line. We know this is happening. I want to know if they're still going to do the podcast after he gets the job. Because once y'all start out, like I said, 2-8, them podcast episodes going to be looking a little differently.
JJ going to sub himself in.
Don't need to. Like, man, like, I just think this is a bad job.
Yeah.
I think this is the job that, you know, JJ should stay away from. Like, come on, man. Yes, you know basketball. There's no question about it. I mean, he played in the league. He knows basketball. But it's not about knowing basketball. All these coaches know basketball. But can you make the right decisions at the right time? And let's be clear. Like, every coach gets memed. Everything gets memed. You do something questionable, you're going to get memed. You trying to tell me that Darvin Ham doesn't know basketball? Yeah, he know basketball. But he got memed. Like, it just happens. It's a shit show, man. I would not touch that job. Especially, like, what are the Lakers saying about, like, your input on roster management?
Right.
What does LeBron have to say about roster management? Are the Lakers telling you, yeah, we're going to draft Bronny and all this type of stuff, and we want you to develop him and yada, yada, yada? Like, it's a lot going on that I would stay away from. There's other jobs out there. There's going to be, perfectly honest, better jobs going to become available in the near future.
You said it best. In a town where almost the WNBA Connecticut team is getting a lot more publicity than the college team, you decide to stay. That says a lot about what's going on in the building of the Los Angeles Lakers facilities.
Quick question. What's a better job, the Cavs or the Lakers?
Right now, the Cavs. You got potential. You got young folks. You're not under a microscope. Shit. I mean, Lakers is.
But you get to
Lakers
coach
is
LeBron James.
But are you really coaching LeBron James, or is LeBron James coaching you?
That is not fair well.
LeBron James might be coaching you.
Even Frank Vogel got fired after winning a chip. Like, come on.
Yeah, Frank Vogel got himself a chip, though.
Man.
On the couch with us.
And then parlay that into the Suns' job.
He only there for another year if they lose.
No,
The NBA is just.
They fired him already. Yeah.
See, you see what I'm saying? Like, the NBA, it's cool, but it don't even. The stability is just so finicky. Like, if you can stay at a UConn where you've already made your name and they about to give you a big bag, it may not be the Lakers bag, but there's so much better shit that, you know, that you can stay away from. Stay in Connecticut. Simple life. He got his family there. Yeah, man. It makes sense to stay. It doesn't even make sense to go to the Lakers.
Yeah, like my dude Kelly say, all money ain't good money. And I think that's the case in this situation. Like, hey, man, I could stay where I'm happy and everything is going well. I just won back-to-back chips. I got a great recruiting class coming in. I got a great transfer portal class coming in. I'm making money. My players is making money in NIL. Everybody's happy. I'll just stay in Connecticut.
Yeah, he gonna mess around and have a whole new team every year messing with the LA Lakers. So,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's talk about the finals. Everybody thought it was over. It's 3-1. 3-1 right now.
You just got your Kyrie jersey to give him good vibes.
That's what I'm saying. What y'all think, man? Is it gonna be a gentleman's sweep tomorrow, or we extending the series?
that was the prime example of we want to win the league leading number 18 championship at home with our fans in Boston, because I was on that flight watching this game, and to have not one starter over 15 points. I mean, I think I saw Holiday with 10. I think I saw Tatum with 14, 15, Brown. I mean, it was ugly. I mean, Hummingbird. Look at this hummingbird. About flew on my face. But just the amount of bad basketball that was happening, the way the score got out of hand early, it kept just. I mean, it looked like they were trying to get this back to Boston so they could get this over with. So I think it's over Monday.
You believe, don't you, Dizzle? You believe, don't
Depends, man. We got to see the referee assignments for Game 5. If I see Scott Foster on the referee assignment, we go into Game
The
6.
extender?
Yes.
One thing I will
Hell
say,
yeah.
though, is if any team can fold this and make this a 6 or 7 game series, is for sure the Boston Celtics. I mean, as good as they are, they have their weeks. This is the team we saw in the season. They have their times where they just don't mesh, they don't click, it don't be pretty. So you get one more game, you get back to Dallas for a Game 6, you get Luka and Kyrie going. You know, it has to be.
Tim Hardaway Jr. hitting shots now. Like,
Hey, he took it back to the summer league against Deion Waiters.
you feel me?
Y'all remember that?
He could be their X factor, because you're talking about somebody that was completely out of the lineup. He's their third leading scorer in the regular season. He averaged 18 or 17 or something. Like, they need those points. They need him to do something. PJ Washington got to hit them corner threes. You got one job: hit the corner threes. Lively and what's the other dude name? The big dude.
Gafford.
Everybody got to step up, because they haven't been, and they did so, and in the last game, and you see what happened. So
yeah,
Tim Hardaway got to step up though, because he was throwing up bricks. I think he had 0 points up until last game. So
crazy. So I'll say this: the Celtics better win on Monday. If they don't win on Monday, we will be getting into Game 7. They lose this Game 5 at the crib, the Mavs are going to smoke them in Game 6, and it's going to go back to Game 7, which would be awesome for the podcast, awesome for entertainment, something great to watch. But with that being said, y'all remember when the Celtics beat the Lakers when the Big Three's first championship, or their only championship together, and they blew them out the water and the game was over at halftime? That's what's happening on Monday night. It's not going to be a big game from Tatum. It's not going to be a big game from, Brown. It's going to be all the role players. All the role players are going to be bombing threes left and right. Your Hausers are going to be out there. Your Pritchard's going to be out there busting ass. This is going to be a coronation for the Celtics. This is going to get ugly, and it's going to get ugly fast.
Yeah.
Who is this Hauser dude? Because hey, I'm glad it ain't the Lakers, because that's the dude that literally will go off randomly and drop 25 against the Lakers, 6 for 6 threes, some bullshit. But he been cashing.
Man, like, his shooting muscle memory is insane. Like, the pass that he caught and just no load, no up. He just caught it, bang. I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is crazy. That shit is nasty. But yeah, I think this gets ugly for the Mavs. I think they got their one and then some. You know what I'm saying? I always thought they was at least going to get one win, but not only did they get the win, but they smacked them around. Mazzulla, he wove the white flag early in the third quarter. Cats got to sit on the bench, and Porzingis about to play. So it's over. Once he get back out there, spread the court some more. Good night, Irene.
Yeah. You can't rely on just Kyrie and Luka. It's gonna have to be, like you say, it's gonna have to be everybody involved, because Boston is trying to get that done at home for sure.
So who y'all got for Finals MVP?
Right now, man, I'm still rolling with Jaylen Brown. I still think the leadership, the expectation from one of the biggest contracts in history, and being able to lead that team, I think he's the front runner for me.
Yeah, I'm rolling with JB. Rolling with JB. I mean, Tatum had a great game 3 in the first half, like kept him afloat. But then once Jaylen Brown got going in the second half, that's when the lead got up to 21. And then when the Mavs cut it down to 2, they didn't go to JT. They went to JB. And JB hit that fall away midi. And that was all she wrote from there. I mean, he had like 26 in the second half.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm rolling with JB. And I mean, he's the dude responsible for guarding Luka. At least in these last couple games, he was responsible for guarding him. Luka gonna get his. It's all about making sure he shoot a whole bunch of shots and make sure he don't get his other teammates involved. Now, he got everybody involved last game. It's on JB to stop that.
Yeah, right now they neck and neck, honestly. Whoever have a better next game is probably gonna take that. They both averaging 20 in the series, but then Jason Tatum averaging 8 rebounds and 6 assists. Brown is averaging 5 rebounds, 5 assists. So,
and I need JB to win because I made a pick on DraftKings, so I need some.
Ain't none of that out here in Cali. I'm big salty.
Let's move to the W real quick. I guess the biggest story in this is Caitlin Clark not being selected to the Olympic team. Is this news? Should she have been there? What are y'all thinking?
Hell no. She's a great offensive player. She has to learn a lot about the level up of the WNBA. There's a list of veterans that I would take before Caitlin. I do think, of course she'll get there, but year one on a team that's trash, you get benched the whole fourth quarter. Nah, bruh. You're supposed to be watching with us.
Nah, man, she didn't deserve to make it, not this go around. A lot of factors go into that. Is one, like, she didn't really try out for the team, for one. She's never played for this coach, and there's not a player on this current roster that's under the age of 26. It's a lot of first timers on this team, and they quote unquote had to wait their turn or earned their turn. I don't think that Caitlin's earned her turn. I know it's a lot of talk about that she should be there because it's gonna be good for business and everything like that. If we just strictly doing things in sports based off of business, then Bronny should be drafted number 1 because he's the most talked about guy in the draft. No, man. Sports are about what you earn. You have to earn the spot on the team. She hasn't earned it yet. She will because she's a very good basketball player. But like Sabrina Ionescu, she had to earn her spot. A lot of other ladies had to earn their spot on the team. She just simply has not earned it yet.
Yeah. And what pisses me off the most about it also is they act like this ain't the best we got. Like, the women haven't lost. Since it started in the 90s, they haven't lost. So you act like they needed the help. Like, they've been doing great without her. Let's keep it rolling. She'll get there. She'll earn her way there when its time is right. But we didn't need a savior on a thing that we've been rocking since 3 decades ago.
Yeah, and she need a break. Y'all trying to run her like Tom Thibodeau. Like, she been playing college ball. She turn around a full season in the WNBA, and now you trying to get her on the Olympic team right after that? Come on, she need a little break.
Yeah, and speaking of that break, obviously WNBA takes like a month hiatus during the Summer Olympics. So I think this is going to be best for all the rookies. Like you said, like they go straight from college to the W. Like, all right, let's get a month to chill. So like I expect big things. I expect big things from all the rookies the second half of the WNBA season.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I was talking to my brother about this the other day. Like, and we see all the discord going on with Caitlin Clark and, people pushing agendas and using her as a political figure. And it's nasty. It's toxic as hell. But could you imagine what's going to happen if Angel Reese wins Rookie of the Year? Because she is averaging a double-double. and her
Yeah.
team is currently in the playoffs. So if we're gonna base it off of merit and what you do on the actual basketball court, helping your team get victories and helping your team to the playoffs, right now she should be probably rookie of the year. Granted, we've got a lot of basketball to play. We're gonna see how this whole thing goes out there. But just a word of advice to Angel Reese, because I know she listens to the pod. If you actually pull this off, stay off of social media. Don't respond to it. Don't give it no energy
You know
because
she
you're gonna
is.
get. Oh, she is absolutely she is. But she's gonna get death threats. It's gonna be nasty. I mean, I saw Dejanay Carrington when Clark, yeah, when she filed Caitlyn or whatever, and then mocked her or whatever. Like she is getting death threats. I'm like, what is going on? This has been absolutely horrible for the WNBA. I'm not a person that believes in any publicity is good publicity. This is bad publicity for the WNBA because we're not talking basketball. All we talk about is, hey, she's not making a team. Hey, they're fouling her too hard. Hey, they're not treating her right. Hey, give her this. Hey, they should do this for her. We're not talking about the games at all. Yesterday, Jacquel Jones, who I met in Indianapolis, by the way, a couple last summer, she dropped a career high 34 points on the Aces yesterday, and the Aces beat them in the finals last year. So they got their revenge get back. We're not talking none of that. We're not talking about the good teams in the league. We're talking about a team in the Indiana Fever that's won 2 games, which is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, she needs to be on a better team to even have a voice in that regard of carrying the load and all that. Because you're on a piss poor team and you still got 2 wins. So, yeah. You ain't
wild
really
out
the yeah.
It's wild out here. Now I'm gonna hold things down entertainment wise because I know Killer is phone is not working properly out there in Cali. For the first time in a long time, correct me if I'm wrong, we do not have a Diddy update.
Nah, I think we good. We good this week.
The only Diddy news that I saw, he was back in LA, as he was staying low out there in Florida. So that is the Diddy update. Killer, if you see him, what you gonna do?
Shit, give him a 1-2 for all the bullshit. That would actually be funny if I saw him, because they be having them Hollywood tours where you can go ride around, see if people live, and that'll be the people that'll see him. Is the one that's he out there trying to cut the grass and shit. You ain't living no regular life no more, playboy. I did hear though. I hear Obama and one of the Clintons is out here today too, so it's about to be a little traffic problem in LA, which that's nothing new.
Indeed. Dizzle, this is definitely up your alley. Season 3 of Euphoria will have the same cast, but they will do a time jump. What's your thoughts?
I can't believe it's only season 3. It seemed like this shit been stretched out for years, man. But it needed that time jump. For one, I know Drake has been getting a lot of flack for dealing with underage women or just being connected in that regard. He's an executive EP on the show, so for
probably
them
a
to
minor,
so it makes sense for them to do the time jump, get him out of high school, and I think that kind of storyline was kind of ran its course. You know what I mean? So yeah, they got to go a different route with it. So I'm gonna check it out. I'm still looking forward to it. Its first 2 seasons were great. But we gonna see season 3 coming soon or not.
Did they have any other options but to do a time jump? I mean, Zendaya is damn near 30 now.
Yeah.
How long can you play 16 years old? Come on, man. We got to do a time jump just for the cast's sake. I mean, so I'm here for it. Once it drops, I'll definitely jump back on and check it out. Tory Lanez, his wife is filing divorce from him while he's locked up, according to TMZ.
I ain't know he was married.
Right. I neither. What was he doing?
No conjugals. No conjugals for Tory.
What's he doing in the car with Meg if he was married? I mean, what's going on?
Hey, he living the life. Living
I
the
see.
life. Rihanna says she's starting all over, working on a brand new album. So she would have some in the tuck, but she got to start all over from scratch. I guess that's what happened when ASAP Rocky won't get off them cheeks.
Yeah.
Ain't no
said.
album coming. What's coming first? Euphoria season 3 or Rihanna album?
Rihanna album.
You think so?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go.
Euphoria is not coming out, man. Euphoria is not coming out.
Rihanna not coming out.
That's what I'm about to say. Rihanna ain't coming out. She gonna have 5 more business ventures before another album.
Yeah.
Fendi this, Fendi that.
Yeah, she's way up. She's too busy, and I think she just dropped some hair. So she typically will talk about an album when some Fenty shit is rolling out.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I say Euphoria because Rihanna is one person. Euphoria is a collective of people that are very popular right now. I mean, all the ladies on there making moves, got movies in theaters, on Netflix. We know how popular Zendaya is. Like, so to get all those people to sit down for 3 months of filming to schedule that, I think is going to be way longer than it would be for Rihanna just the lockdown is sit in the studio. So I'm gonna go with Rihanna dropping an album before Euphoria drops. Producer Jerry Bruckheimer says Bad Boys 5. They're already having conversations. Have y'all seen the newest Bad Boys movie?
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet, but we planning on doing a drive-in date to go see it.
Nice. We saw it on Friday. Very good. Very good. It's right up there. It's I could say it's one of the best buddy cop action franchises of all time because there's not a bad one in there. Like, all 4 of them are good, funny. Martin is top level funny in this one. So yeah, it's definitely. You said you went to the drive-in. When the last time you been to the drive-in?
We usually go to the drive-in over the theater. My wife likes having a getaway plan. If shit go down, we could just pull out.
Right.
Okay.
And we can drink in Popeyes from across the street. Like, you can't do that at the theater.
The hell you can't.
I'm about to say my wife and kids done pulled up with the whole bag of Chick-fil-A, the whole bag of snacks from the dollar store. That's why they make them big purses for.
Indeed. Matter of fact, not only is it Father's Day, but it's also my grandmother's birthday. Shouts out to my grandma. Back in the day, my grandmother used to take me and my brothers to the movies all the time. She would take us to see any movie we wanted to see, but she was not buying that candy, and she was not buying that popcorn. She would pop some popcorn, put it in her purse. Hey, we can go ahead and stop at McDonald's, go get a couple cheeseburgers, bring them in the purse. I am not buying anything from that concession stand. Shouts out to grandma.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. Oh man, this is wild. Michael Rainey Jr., aka Tariq from Power. So I don't know if y'all saw this, but he was sexually assaulted on a live stream. You know, I'm not even sure who the streamer was. I'm not even sure where the stream was at, but it looked like a place he probably shouldn't be. But he was hanging out with some streamers, and the streamer's sister, I guess, you know what I'm saying, groped him and everything like that.
Yeah, she walked over and got she definitely walked over and got a handful out of nowhere. So that was
wild.
Yeah, he looked quite shocked. I think that's always tough when it happens to the dudes, and it shouldn't be, because the dudes don't know how to react in that regard. He had the face of, like, he definitely didn't look comfortable. Yeah. I heard he definitely left probably 15, 20 minutes after it happened. But during those 15, 20 minutes, has a dude, unfortunately, that, you know, has seen this, he had the look of, like, I have to laugh this off. I'm kind of uncomfortable. I'm kind of not sure what happened.
He's live. Like, it's live on camera.
Yeah. He had the look of, like, I definitely had a problem with this, but he had to laugh it off almost. So it always looks different that way when it's the guy receiving the, you know, assault versus the guy initiating the assault. So
yeah,
he seemed like he liked it though.
I think he came out, had a statement, you know, just expressing the magnitude of it, especially if the roles were reversed. So, you
Mhm.
know, hopefully it's a learning lesson for everybody. But yeah, man, prayers to him. We don't know what he's going through. He might be going through some things. I don't know if he's gonna press charges or whatever, but it's a serious matter.
No doubt, no
Yeah.
doubt. And I mean, shoot, and think about it from like this other perspective. Like the streamer, like if you got Michael Rainey Jr. to come on your live or your Twitch or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And what other celebrity is gonna come through there now after something like that has happened?
Mhm.
Like, man, y'all ain't got y'all shit buttoned up. Like, you can say whatever you want to about Kai and academics or whatever. Like if you go to their stream or whatever, the shit's gonna be buttoned up. Like it ain't gonna be nigga shit, so to say. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
The shit gonna be
right.
buttoned up and everything like that. I mean, we see Kevin Hart on Kai's stream lately and just kicking it as good vibes. Like the streamer dude, like your shit is probably done. Shit is
Yeah.
probably done with
Yeah.
celebs. Speaking of power, good news, bad news, depending on how you look at it. Power Book 4 Force, aka Tommy, is gonna end after its third season.
Yeah.
Kev, that's your show,
Power.
ain't it?
I fucks
Nah,
with it. I fucks
yeah,
with it. I fucks with all the power.
Killer, you too?
Yeah, I definitely that was up there for me as far as on the list
Season
of power
2 was
choices.
lit, man. Season 2 was good.
Yeah, I was out of all of them. That's
Ain't do it.
that's the one that I was hoping would have another 1 or 2 more seasons. The BMF thing is on its way out. Ghost and Tariq still in college is driving me crazy, and
Yeah, insane.
Yeah,
Insane that he got re-enrolled, nigga. Like,
Yeah.
how is that possible?
Right.
But like, yeah, man, is this it for power? I mean, if Tommy Tommy's ending, then Tariq shit is ending.
But what's
I
the
mean, all we
spinoff
got
show
is
they
Raising
got?
Cain.
Don't they
Raising
got
Canaan.
Don't they got a spinoff too, where some of the
They're doing a spin-off. Ain't they doing an early?
Oh yeah.
I saw
Ghost
that they were
and
doing
Tommy.
a. So yeah, they got the spin-off of the spin-off ready. Like they ready.
50
And I'm
let that
sure.
shit die.
Yeah, because 50 just purchased. Did he just purchase a studio like a? I don't even know what
Tyler
to call it.
Perry-esque.
Yeah. He got something going on. So I'm sure he got something up his sleeve. These powers are ending, and I'm glad they are, because we don't want them to just keep going longer than what they need to be. They already kind of teeter in the weird soap opera. So yeah, 3 seasons of Tommy is all we needed.
and
Wrap it
I
up.
like the fact that they're announcing it and they know they're going to be ending it so you can wrap things up, because there's nothing worse than having a show or either what's that show that was on Netflix a couple years ago with Jay Smith, The Get Down. I was late to it and I watched like one episode. I was like, oh, I like this, I'm gonna keep on watching, and then they announced like, yeah, it ain't coming back. So I stopped watching because everybody said like, yeah, it ends on a cliffhanger. So nobody wants to watch a show if it's gonna end on the cliffhanger and then we're not gonna get the situation resolved. So I'm glad that they're announcing it. So hey man, we can watch it and they can wrap it up with a nice bow and we can move forward with the other spinoffs.
Yeah. One thing I've noticed too with this whole shit. No spoilers for the new people that's watching season 4, but I saw way too many people that shouldn't be in episode 2 or episode 1. It has the feeling of we closing this down, we wrapping this up, because it's enough going on to where old names, and if you've been watching the show long enough, you know who they talking about, and none of these people are actually supposed to be on the show. They're supposed to be dead. So it's just a lot going on. So
hey, remember this person? Don't forget this person. We about to wrap all this up with a nice bow. Hey, I'm here for it, man.
Yeah.
nothing like a good summer show, man.
Hell
all
yeah.
right, man. Dizzle, let's trade off on these quick hitters. I'll go first, man. President Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, convicted on all 3 felony charges, could face up to 25 years in prison. Some of the stories is coming out that he smoked crack the moment he woke up. Hunter Biden's a wild boy.
I don't know nothing about this. Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
But they had no idea who had it in the White House, huh? That's all I got.
Yeah.
They had no idea. who
The
had it in the
crackhead
right.
had it, duh.
Exactly.
Y'all see
Crackhead.
y'all see Jay-Z announced a new album coming soon? Is that real news or did I get faked out? The story of Sean Carter.
I'm not familiar.
I'm not either.
Damn.
I
See,
saw him
I
like
gotta-
Tom Brady shit. That's about it.
Yeah.
I saw something online that he posted the story of Sean Carter and had a little emoji next to it. So I don't know if that's the beginning of the. Oh, I said it was his last studio album. So I need to fact check.
You see why I don't like AI Dizzle? You see why?
Right.
It's too much.
Yeah, man. Jay-Z's retired like 3 or 4 times, so
Yeah.
I don't believe him. If this is
No.
true, but I don't believe that'll be his last studio album. He always gonna drop music.
Okay, yeah, I think I got faked out.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Twitter/X, their likes are gonna be coming private. Private likes. Why are we applauding that?
Don't let them fool you. I mean, you know why. Well, shit. I be purposely not liking shit because I know it's visible, but now, but I ain't gonna let them fool me though, because they gonna randomly 3 years later just make them back public, and niggas is gonna be exposed. So I'm good.
This is pretty crazy, man. Joey Chestnut. I'm not sure if y'all watch that dude. He's like the super eater guy, the competitive eater guy. But he's banned from the 2024 Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest because he signed a 4-year deal worth $1 million with a vegan hot dog company. So he's not going to be able to compete in the hot dog eating contest on 4th of July.
And is it him and the Japanese dude going to be on
Kobayashi?
Netflix? Do we doing something on Netflix? Like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm be 42 this year. I'm tired of seeing Joey Chestnut on 4th of July weekend putting buns in water and eating them. It's gotten to be a little excessive. So
It's fucking disgusting, but I watch it every year. Like I'm
Exactly.
just like in shock more than anything. Like, wow, you're really doing this. Matter of fact, a couple years ago when I went to New York, we went to Coney Island, and we saw the whole setup for it, and they got a big ass clock on there that's counting down to the next one. It's crazy. Like I guess this is a big thing. Like people watch it. Like I guess if you up late enough on the ESPN, instead of seeing axe throwing, now you watching competitive eating and shit. It's crazy.
Right.
Niggas eating
I saw-
chicken wings, hot dogs.
They said the prize money for Nathan's is only $10,000 for the first
Right.
place winner. Then you said he signed $1 million deal. I think he did the right thing. I mean,
Right.
if we just talking about a hot dog deal, I'm taking $1 million deal. Then
They only
competing
getting
for-
$10,000.
They said the pool of money is $40,000 split evenly between both men's and women's. First place get 10,000, second place 5, third place 2,500.
So we've been watching him for 20 years, and he just now getting to that M.
Well, I know he goes around to like other restaurants, like grand openings. I think he was actually out in Vegas, and they opened up like their big Raising Cane's out there, and like they said, how many chicken fingers can you eat in 5 minutes? And he does it right there on the spot. I'm sure he's not doing it for free.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit,
Crazy.
talking about eating, Pizza Hut. They bringing back hold on. I thought this was going towards the all-you-can-eat buffet. Did you not see that? I don't know if it's select locations, but Pizza Hut is bringing back their buffet style like they used to back in the G.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
Back when you had to read a couple books, then you walk in there and you had the whole buffet spread that wasn't a part of the promotion, but you still used it.
With the red cups.
Exactly.
That's before Dizzle era. That's before Dizzle
Way
era.
before
with the
Dizzle
red
era.
cups.
Yeah.
You don't
So
know
they're
about
bringing
Pizza
back
Hut buffet.
Back to buffet.
I don't know if it's select locations. I don't know if it's a worldwide thing, but I definitely seen some spots that was doing it. Buffet is back type of deal. But shout out to Pizza Hut.
I'm cool with buffet.
We need CC's Pizza.
Yeah, they
CC's
definitely back.
need to bring it come back.
Nah, I was cool on CC.
They dead?
They was Yeah, it was whack.
Speaking of Pizza Hut, they're bringing back their Book It program for the 40th year anniversary. Dizzle, were you down with the Book It program? Was that going on when you was still in school?
I don't know nothing about that one either.
What?
What's
So
that?
you read a book, you get your teacher to sign off on it. They give you the little bookie. You show up, you get your personal pan pizza for $3.99 for reading a book.
That's what's up. And,
You know how
and you
many
said
teachers? You know how
the
many teachers
teachers
just
gotta
looked
sign
at?
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know how many times my friends'
Well, at least
moms
back in the day.
signed for me though.
That's all I was about to say.
My friend's mom looked out for me. I might have read 3 books, but I got a piece every week.
Mm-hmm.
Good shit, man. Dizzle, what you talking about with this Lego movie?
Yeah, man. Pharrell, he's coming out with a biopic, but it's Lego style. So it's gonna be a Lego movie just about the life and musical career of Pharrell. It's gonna have cameos, Lego cameos from Snoop Dogg, Kendrick. I saw Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, Clips is gonna be in it. I saw some yeah, looks decent. It's called Piece by Piece, and it's gonna be released October 11th. Are
I'm
y'all
here
here
for it.
for I was about to say for the Lego movie.
Absolutely, man. Anything involving Pharrell, I'm always willing to give it a shot. I mean, he's an artist, and this is, an artist being an artist, doing something different as opposed to, saying a biopic movie. Hey, man, we'll do it with Legos. Why not?
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is going to be for the kids, though, since it's going to be Legos, right?
I don't know, because on the Snoop Dogg scene, he has some Crip Legos behind him, so I don't know if we getting.
Yeah.
I don't know what type of vibes we get. If it's gonna be some violence, some Drake. I saw the Drake diss. He released some music with the movie, so we're gonna see.
I'm here for all this shit. I'm here for it all, man.
Yeah.
Well, there it is. Another episode of You Can't Make This Up podcast.
Hold on, one thing.
Remix.
Got to shout out my podcast brother Kev. He gave me a nice text. My daughter went to a golf clinic this week, and it was her first time out there doing the golf thing. And Kev saw the proud dad moment on my face and sent me some love. So shout out to Kev. That was right on time. So appreciate
No
you.
doubt. So like one of the things I was trying to do on the vacation was like disconnect, stay off of social media and stuff like that. Very hard to do. But one of those quote unquote weak moments I decided to jump on. That was like one of the first things I saw. I was like, look at this dude. He's so happy, bruh. And how's she do, man? How's she do? Is she liking it?
Yeah, she's in love with it. Like that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see if she was gonna really be doing it because I wanted her to almost, or what did she want to? And by day 2, day 3, if it wasn't her turn to be quote unquote hitting the ball, she was on the side working on her swing. She was on the side trying to figure it out, asking her questions. I could see her, some kids are out there just having fun, and she was too. But she was thinking about where my feet supposed to be, where my hands supposed to be, where my arms supposed to be. So for it to be week 1 of that, and she was showing that kind of interest, we gonna have a little golfer. So I'm looking forward to it. So.
Dope.
Come on, scholarship.
Indeed. Well, there it is. Another episode of You Can't Make This Up podcast. Kev Nash.
DJ Killer Kev.
Hey, Dizzle.
We out to next week.
Peace. Time for some LA shit.